Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to an edition of Crush Lusher Television. This is Mr. Irish. Hope everyone is well and safe. This is their first video for geometry. Yeah, so excited. If you have any questions, please let me know. If I go over things too fast or too slow, just hit me up whether in the comments or in email or text. Thank you very much. So, what are we going to learn today? Let's see. So everything I write, you write. So these are my notes. You make your notes look like mine, all right? So circles. We went over little circles on Khan Academy. So here's the next step in the progression. Angles and arcs. All right. So one thing you got to know is the sum of measures of the central angles of a circle is 360 degrees. What the hell is a central angle? Well, so you see this radius and that radius here. So this is a central angle right there. Why is it called a central angle? Because it's in the center. Yeah. So the measure of angle CEF, write that down, plus this angle here, right? It's another central angle. That's the measure of angle HEC, you could say. You could say CHE, same thing. And we got another central angle right here. So that's HEG. So plus the measure of angle HEG plus, here's another one, the last one, this central angle right here. So that's GEF plus the measure of angle GEF. You see what that is? So when you add up all these angles, oh, that's a circle in and of itself, isn't it? So that equals 360 degrees. Cool. Another thing you got to know is a central angle separates a circle into two major arcs. Two arcs, a major arc and a minor arc. What the hell is an arc? Well, an arc is a portion of the outside of the circle. So this angle right here, like CEF right here, this central angle, so this would be a minor arc right here. So the minor arc would be CF. And you draw a little curvy line over it, that means arc. So that'd be the minor arc. The major arc is this big arc over here, which would be CHG. F. Everything it hits along the way, right? CHGF. So that would be the major arc right there. So then there's also other arcs, H to C, H to G, G to F, etc. So those are all the arcs. So here is our first example question. Check it out. In circle R, the measure of angle ARB is 42 degrees. So the measure of arc, that's arc, AB is 42 degrees. What is the measure of arc ACB? That's what you got to find. Okay, so copy this picture down, copy, pause the video if you got it. All right, so first we always label our picture. So ARB, so this is R here. ARB, boom, this angle, 42. So that would mean that this arc is also 42 degrees. So the central angle and the arc that corresponds are the same degree measure. All right, cool. So what is the measure of arc ACB? So that would be A to C to B. All right, well, if 42 is already taken, well, this is just the rest of the circle, right? So that's 360 minus 42. What is that going to be? That's going to be 338 degrees. So that's the measure of arc ACB is 338. Questions? Wait, did I get this one wrong? I think I might have got this one wrong, right? Gotta do my mental math right, huh? 360 minus 42. Yeah, it's 318. I'm being stupid. It's 318. I don't know what I'm thinking. 318. There we go. All right. Hopefully you caught my mistake. Here we go. So here's a couple of practice problems going on right here. All right. So here's the problem. If the measure of angle BOA. So that's BOA. That's angle, by the way. That's not arc. So BOA right here. So this is 44 degrees. It doesn't say degrees, but that's what it means. Then you got to answer all these fun little questions right here. All right. So the measure of arc AB. So if the central angle is 44, what's the arc going to be? Yeah, 44 also. So I'm going to write that down like so. All right, so what would be the measure of arc CD right here? Well, you see how 44 and this angle are vertical? That means that they're congruent. So 44 degrees right here. So if this angle COD is 44 degrees, that means the corresponding arc is also, yeah, you're right, 44 degrees. Got it. All right, looking good. So now I got to find the measure of arc BCD. So BCD, all of this. All right, well, how am I going to do that? So I'm just going to work on the interior right here. So see how this is a straight line right here? So that would mean that this angle right here, BOC and 44 are supplementary. They're supplementary. So that would be 180 minus 44, which would be 136 degrees. So that's 136 degrees. That angle, so that means this arc is also 136 degrees. So BCD, that's this arc, 136, plus this arc, 44. So it's these two arcs combined. Yeah. So 136 plus 44 is going to be, yeah, 180 degrees right there. And you also know that because this is a straight angle and this is also 180. And so this whole thing is going to be 180 also. All right, let's see. The measure of arc BC. I think we already got that. Yeah, good thing, because that's going to be 136. Easy. 136 degrees. All right, almost there. Find the measure of arc ACB. ACB. I think it's an ADC. I think that's what it means, ADC. This is written correctly. Measure arc ADC. That's the problem. So ADC right here. So what's that going to be? Well, this angle right here is a 180 degree angle, so that means that the corresponding arc is also 180 degrees. Yeah. See if you can get the measure of angle of arc AD. What do you think that's going to be? Pause the video, see if you can get it. Yeah, you're right. It's 136 degrees because these two central angles are congruent because they're vertical angles. So that's 136, that's 136. Therefore, the arc is 136 degrees. Nice. Cool. All right, let's keep it going. Nice job. All right. So here's example 2. Write this down, pause the video. In circle R, the measure of angle ARB is 135. So ARB, 135. Mark up your picture. There you go. RB equals 8. Cool. And AC is the diameter. All right. Goes to the center. Find the length, not the angle measure, but find the length. That's new-ish right there. Find the length of this part. Okay, so how do I do that? So ARB right here is 135. So that means that this corresponding arc is also 135. So what you do to figure out the length is you got to set up a proportion. So what we have right here is we have 135 degrees out of a possible 360. That's what we have. Okay? So now, what do we call all of this all the way around the circle, like the perimeter of the circle? What do we call it? Yeah, we call it the circumference. Yeah. The circumference is 2 pi r, or pi times diameter, because 2 radii, like RC and AR, that equal 1 diameter. Cool. So it says that RB is 8. So that would be a radius, so I put that right here. So that would mean that 2 times pi times 8 is my circumference, aka 16 pi. Bam. So I have the arc, which is 135. I have the whole circle, which is 136. And so now I want to know what part of this is out of the total 16 pi, because 16 pi is all the way around. So I want this piece of the 360, so I want what piece of the 16 pi. That's what I got to figure out. So what am I going to do? Cross multiply, cross multiply. So I have 16 times 135, which is 2,160 pi. Keep it in terms of pi. Don't multiply by 3.14 just yet. And then 360 times x. Right there. What am I going to do next? Yeah, divide by 360. Divide by 360. Yeah. So I'm going to divide 2,160 divided by 360, and I get, 6. So 6 pi is x. So this section is 6 pi. Because the whole thing is 16 pi, and that section right there is just 6 pi. Got it. All right, let's do one more, shall we? Here you go. The diameter, pause the video and write this down. Thank you. The diameter of circle O, bam, there's circle O, is 24 units long. Okay? Find the length of each arc for the given angle measures. All right, so the first thing you want to do is to find the length of the arc. So that means I need to find the circumference, first of all. And so it says the length of diameter is 24. I know the circumference is pi times diameter. So that's going to be pi times 24 or 24 pi. So I got that locked in already. Looking good. So number 1, find the length of arc DE. So here's DE right here. If angle DOE is 120. So this is 120. So that means the arc is also 120. So let's set up our proportion for number 1. So just for number 1, bam, down here. So we have a 120 degree arc over 360 total degrees. Now I want to know what part of that arc consists of the full circle length all the way around the circumference, which is 24 pi. Okay, how do we get it? We cross multiply. 360 times x equals 120 times 24 pi. Don't multiply by pi. So 2880 pi. 2,880 pi. What am I going to do now? Yeah, divide by 360. So x equals 2,880 divided by 360 is 8. So 8 pi is the length of this. So the measure of our DE is 8 pi. Bam. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to finish this section right here. I want you to do number 2, number 3, number 4. The answers will be on a PDF that's provided for you, okay? So see if you can get 2, 3, and 4. Okay, after that, you have more work to do right here. So here's the work we just did. Oop, I don't want that. So we got all this right here. And then you have a worksheet coming up with about all the stuff we just talked about, okay? Input all of your stuff on Google Forms. Great job. Hit me up with any questions. You're doing great. Take care. See ya.